Hello, hi, my name's Ollie and this is Book Draw. For those of you who don't know, I do images which has been inspired by queer fiction. And today I'm just doing a little catch up. It's going to be hopefully quite quick. I'm going to be going on holiday for a little bit. And I just got a really pressing deadline which I've got to concentrate on, so it's going to get a little bit weird in terms of timings over the next couple of weeks. But I'm also going to be introducing some new material in the fact that I'm going to be doing speed drawings where it shows sped up footage of me actually creating the images as I'm doing it. So hopefully that'll give you more of an understanding of my process, and it may change how I then talk about the images later on, because I might just narrate what is happening. I'm not sure, I'm still working it out, this is all still new. So I'm going to probably be testing a couple of different things, and I'd love your feedback if you are watching me in terms of which you prefer or what you're actually interested in. That would be really handy. Also, it was my birthday at the start of the month, and my partner got me one of those pads where you can actually draw on the computer, because previously I've been working with a mouse, and I watched a video by one of these digital artists, and he said drawing with a mouse on your computer is like drawing with a rock. And I was like, I've done okay so far, but really it is like drawing with a rock. I just had no idea how much difference it makes, because you can add pressure with your stylus pen, and it creates different density. So hopefully that will come across in some of the work that I make in future. I want to find time or make time for myself to do it, because I really feel like I've kind of lost that over the last couple of years. And doing this kind of booktube, YouTube stuff has really given me discipline back, and it's given me a framework to work with. So hopefully, as I continue, the style of what I do and the way in which I work will improve, and I feel like it has already. I've evolved slightly, and I hope that I continue to evolve. So that's in terms of what's been happening with the channel. Before I was just doing like a Wednesday where I'd upload the book review, and the Sunday I'd talk about how I created the image. I might do work in progress, then the review, and I may not even do an explanation if I'm explaining it up front. So last night I went to this event and went to a reading and performance thing in Islington Mill, which is over in Salford, which is right next door to Manchester, and they were talking about this particular book, Close to the Knives, which is by David, and I'm going to have to say his name, Wojnarowicz, I think that's right, but like they gave two different versions of his name, like the Polish version and the American version, and I'm probably like butchering both of those versions right now, but I'll detail links in the description below. He died in '92 from an AIDS-related illness, but he was a really big activist all the way up to that point. And consequently influenced a lot of people to think about their activism in terms of the way lots of people were dying and not a lot was being done, and it led to corpses of people being presented to the White House. So I attended because I went to this previous reading about American queer literature, and that's how I ended up finding about the Angel of History, and she recommended that I attended this event. So pleased that I did, because it was really educational, but it was really interesting. He was a great artist. Some of the images I had actually seen and not realised that he was related to it. I also didn't know that he was connected to Arthur Tress, and I love Arthur Tress's work. I'll try and get a picture somewhere so you can see an example. He really influenced me, especially during university years. So it was almost seeing like this kind of wider frame and picture of what he was surrounded by, and that was really inspiring for me. But the whole event was arranged by Superbia, who are Manchester Prize committee, who are doing cultural activity throughout the year. So it's interesting and fun to find out more about that as well. So there will be future events happening through Superbia, so I'll give a link in the description below as well. Next I want to talk about is Vogue Ball.
I love Vogue Ball.
So Vogue Ball is run by House of Suarez.
And on the movie screen, and for one night, in a little town hall somewhere in Harlem, They were legendary. Every single one of us can be more than people see on the outside. Every single one of us can transcend. We are all made of the stuff of stars, and every single one of us can own that tonight.
And it's been running for several years now. I've been to a few of their events because it happens between Liverpool and Manchester, and this year's theme is Icon Ball. I've actually already been to Icon Ball in Liverpool, which happened towards the end of last year, and I'm just happy to go again. Any opportunity to see the Vogue Ball stuff, I'm on it. So I'll leave some pictures, or I'll be displaying some pictures right now as I'm speaking, about the mess that I get in. And I enjoy a bit of dress up. I do enjoy a bit of dress up, and basically they have these competing houses of performers who've been trained up, and they work with House of Suarez, and they basically compete to put on a show. They use avant-garde costumes, and it's all around different themes each year. So it's Icon this year. Previous years were Sugar Ball and Space Oddity, and they're so brilliant. Like, you feel there's an incredible vibe in terms of everybody is clapping, shouting, screaming throughout. I'm so hoarse by the end of it. It's just a celebration of like living and life and dance and queer, and it's just brilliant. So that's Vogue Ball. It's going to be amazing. I encourage people to find out more about Vogue Ball. I will put more links in the description below. That is more than enough for me right now. I'll have to do a little bit more editing than I wanted for this video. But basically I will catch up with you and see you soon, and there will be the new artworks coming out as well, so please come back and check those out. If you're new to this channel and you've only just come along, I'm sorry, this probably sounds like a massive weird rant, that doesn't make any sense. I will be generating content soon regarding the different 3 books that are coming up. Oranges Are Not the Only Fruit, If You Could Be Mine, and Angels of History. They will be coming up in the future weeks. Anyway, this has been fun. I hope to see you soon. Thanks, bye!